In the press for this film, the snippets in the trailer were very, very short. So Margot Robbie was a producer on this film, and apparently that was her decision to keep them to 15 seconds or less because she wanted it to create this air of mystery around the film. But what that did was created a narrative in the trailer that this was a queer love story. And that's what I thought it was when I went to see it. That's what a lot of people I know thought it was. We thought it was a romance film between Jacob Elordi and Barry Keoghan. And then obviously you watch it and you're like, oh, not only is that like not what this is about.
Yeah.
But it then just felt a bit queerbaity.
Yeah.
And it's not to say there's not queer things in it, because there are. And like, there's also a moment, I think, you know, there's a few, but when he's talking to Elspeth in the hospital bed and she's like, and he says he's talking about his feelings for Felix, and he's like, did I love him? You know, I wasn't in love with him, but I loved him. I loved him. And he just keeps like saying, it's getting more and more power every time he's saying it. And like, as an audience, you're like, did you love him? I don't know. Like, were you romantically interested in this man, or did you just like idolize him and hold him up on this like altar as being this like perfect, incredible man?
Yeah.
And actually, you're not queer. You were just like...
He wants to be him, not be with him, I think.
Well, yeah, that's the difference. Yeah. So, like, would you say that this was a queer love story? Whether that's, like, not necessarily a nice one or a romantic one, but one of, like, obsession and, you know, that stuff can be true too. But would you describe this as, like, a queer love story, a queer film?
Probably not. No. I don't think so. And maybe I'm sure there'll be people that disagree with that. No, I don't think that's what it is, though.
I don't think so either. And
I think you're right. The trailers definitely suggest that. I remember that being a thing around the time. That was kind of the conversation, and also like he wanted to put like shocking scenes in sort of inverted commas, because I actually don't even think they're particularly shocking. I kind of...
What were the shocking scenes?
The three scenes we just talked about.
Oh, right,
but that's
right.
like, it got so much attention, like how shocking it is, and I was kind of a bit like, it's not that shocking. Like, if you've watched enough, I don't want to sound like a film snob, but like,
watched enough porn, it's not.
No, but if you watch enough films, like it's not that shocking. Do you know what I mean?
No, but there is an element of like, oh, okay, they did that. They went there, because you kind of, again, this is like I was like, you do think it's gonna pan away. It's gonna pan away. And
I think the one that is the sort of one that you're like, oh wow, they went there, is the graveyard scene for me.
That was all Barry.
That was all Barry. Bloody loved it, didn't he?